Hello, everybody. Welcome to the replay. Excuse me. My name is Amanda Davis, and hello. I was just saying hellos. Thanks for joining. Okay, some of those came in really fast. So, thanks for joining. My name is Amanda Davis, and I scope about direct sales and tips for direct sales. And I've also been scoping about some random things um, as the Perry Girls does the daily assignments, and sometimes I do those, and those are usually random topics. And then sometimes and I've been doing the challenges. So Periscope with Purpose is a challenge that I've been doing. And I'm going to actually mention before I talk about that, I did the hashtag Halloween because if you didn't know, when you tap the screen and somebody has used that hashtag, you can have little bats come up. And since it won't be Halloween for much longer, another week or so, I went ahead and put that hashtag in just so if you guys wanted to have some fun with the bats, that's fine. So just when you tap your screen to give the hearts, some of the hearts will be bats. But anyway, so Periscope with Purpose was a challenge that was put out there by Melissa at blogclarity.com, and men and women are taking part of it in it. Hello. And so today's topic was what I love, and you could turn it into whatever. So I decided to talk about what I love about direct sales. And what I really like about direct sales as a consumer is you know that you're buying from usually a friend. Usually somebody in direct sales is going to be somebody that's a friend or a friend of a friend. And even if it's not a friend, if it's somebody that you've met online, you still know that you're buying from an individual person. And while you're helping support the higher up company, you're also helping to support that person and their family. And a lot of people do actually do direct sales full time. Personally, I have a full time job. I teach, and then I'm doing direct sales on the side at this point in my life. But there are people out there that is their job, and the way that they're making money is through their direct sales business. And so when you're buying from somebody in direct sales, you can take comfort in the fact that you're supporting that person and their family. And that's one reason to buy from somebody that you know and trust, even if it's not a friend per se, just somebody that you've learned to know and trust, and somebody that you want to give them individual help. And so that's what I like about it as a consumer. And then as a consultant, since I do direct sales, what I like about it is that it gives you the opportunity to be your own boss and start your own business without having to have a large startup cost. Because the most I've seen with direct sales is like $250 or something like that. And I guess every once in a while there's ones with like $300 kits and stuff too. But even that, even if it's say $500, you're starting up a business for $500 instead of like $500,000. And so I think it's cool to be able to do that, and that opportunity is out there for men and women. And I mean, the companies that I have joined, it was low startup costs, and my main one is only $15 to start. And and then the other two I joined when there were sign up specials. So the most I've ever spent to start something was $20. But the other cool thing about it is, I mean, so it's a low startup cost. Even if it was to be something like $500, that's high for direct sales as a startup cost, but it's low in comparison to if you were to buy a building that you had to pay rent on, and you had to buy all the supplies, and you had to find an inventory and stuff like that. So what I like about it is that it's a low startup cost, and then depending on the business, not all of them require you to have an inventory, or even if you do have an inventory, you get to pick and choose what you keep as your inventory. And then the fact too, I just like being able to connect with other people with the direct sales. So, I mean, I feel like I've met so many people that I wouldn't have met had I not been in this industry. And I also feel like things like Periscope and Facebook business and blogging and stuff like that, I never would have gotten into it had it not been for being in direct sales and trying to get myself out there on the internet. And just trying to connect with other people and network with other people too. But it's the kind of thing that, like, as a teacher, I'm not going to think to network with other teachers that are outside of the United States. I mean, I wouldn't think that way. I would want to be, I mean, because I network with teachers in the building that I'm in, sure. And I network with my friends from college and things like that. But I never would have thought of, like, oh, let me get on Periscope and find some other teachers, you know. And I have, interestingly enough. There's at least one other Perry girl that is a teacher, but that wasn't why I got on Periscope. I know I wouldn't have got on Periscope for that reason. But anyway, so going back to direct sales and why I love direct sales, I love that you're buying from a person and not just a chain store. And then as a consultant, I love that you're able to start up your own business at a low cost and then kind of decide what you want to do to be able to run your business and be your own boss. And then I like too that as a consultant for a company, you get a discount on the products. And so that's nice because it saves you some money as a consultant. And so even if you're buying for yourself, you're still ultimately saving money off of the retail price for it. And then, so I like that I can save money that way. And I also feel like direct sales in general, depending on what it is that you're trying to buy, but if you really look at the cost of some products that are offered by direct sales companies versus the cost of the products that are offered in a store, usually the direct sales company is going to be the better deal. And even with ordering online, usually the direct sales company is going to be the better deal. And I've also noticed too, because I do order online sometimes, that the shipping costs, depending on the company, but the shipping cost is usually worth it too. And it's just something that I think is a good thing to have out there. I mean, I love what I'm doing. I really enjoy the companies that I'm a part of, and the main company that I've been a part of for 4 years now and going on the 5th year. I've met so many people. I've learned so much. So much has changed about me as a person. I just think it's crazy. So anyway, so this again was for my Periscope with Purpose for today. I've missed a couple days, but I'm back now, and hopefully I can continue on. I know I said that before. The last couple days have been kind of crazy, and before that I had a situation where I was sick for several days, but anyway, so hopefully now I'm back on track and through the end of the month to be able to do the Scope Tober, which is scoping at least once every day in October, and that was for the Perry Girls group, and you can scope about anything that you want. And men or women can take part in that as well. You just have to go to the Perry Girls and then join join the group if you're not in the group, but you can also join Scope Tober. And if you're a guy, you can just look up Scope Tober, and then you can join the event, because there was an event that was put out there about it. And just put Scope Tober as your do hashtag Scope Tober, and that will tell people that you're trying to do the Scope-tober challenge that was put out there by the Perry Girls, which is just scoping about anything that you want at least once a day, every day in October. And then, so we still have a few days left of that, a week and some days. I can't believe it that we're almost done with October already. But anyway, and then the other thing is the Periscope with Purpose, which if you go to blogclarity.com, and then you can find her Periscope with Purpose challenge and still join that. And that one is, you are given topics for every day, and a couple of them have been free scope where you can scope about whatever. Like I know yesterday was a free scope, so I really should have done yesterday, and I didn't. But anyway, thanks for the hearts. And I think if you do enough of them, you should see some bats, since I did the hashtag Halloween. But anyway, but Periscope with Purpose is a challenge that's put out there. I like the challenges I mentioned on another scope, but I like the challenges because it gives you the opportunity to meet other people and like follow other people that you may not follow otherwise. And that's what I like about the Perry Girls too, is it gives you the opportunity to network with people that you may not have networked with otherwise. And it kind of gives you a way to meet people other than just putting out your Periscopes and hoping that people will find you. Doing these challenges, doing things like Perry Girls has people finding you and able to support each other and just show you some love on Periscope. And I do like the challenges because it does give you an idea of something to scope about. So you're not sitting there like, what am I going to scope about today? And so I do like the challenges for that reason too, because it kind of gives you something to talk about without feeling like, what am I going to scope about today? Because it is important with Periscope to try to scope at least once every day. It doesn't always happen, and I'm proof of that since I have messed up some here lately, especially, and not done it every day. But it is important to try to do it every day, to keep yourself out there and known so that people can see you and get to know you, and hopefully find value in the stuff that you're putting out there. So thanks for the hearts. I do appreciate it. And I also, if you are watching the replay and want to give any hearts, definitely. And the bats thing should work for you too on the replay. And I do appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing everybody next time. And I also, if you watch me and you leave hearts, I make sure to try to catch your replays and watch those as well. And give you some hearts in return. So I do that. And hello, I'm just finishing up here. So, but anyway, so definitely thanks for the hearts. Yeah, see the little bats? I saw the bats on that one there. I think that's cute. I like the little bats, so that's why I did the hashtag Halloween, just to give you the bats. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, so if you're watching now and you see the yellow hearts coming up, you can see where there's little yellow bats in the middle of it too. So anyway, I will be sure to check out your scopes if you have any scopes and replays, and give you some hearts in return and bats. All right, thanks everybody.